Speaking of kind of messed up, we didn't really touch on this a lot yesterday, Vlad, but big game in the WNBA. It was kind of a repeat, a rivalry renewed, you might say. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Angel Reese plays for Chicago, Caitlin Clark, Indiana. They met up at noon yesterday, and we didn't really get to watch the game because we were working and, just kind of doing our own thing. Nonetheless, it was an interesting game. And at one point, Chinity Carter, I've watched the play. She kind of shoves with her shoulder Caitlin Clark. And, Caitlin Clark's been known to embellish things, so don't really know. But during the game, Caitlin Clark was kind of asked about that foul, and she was speaking with the reporter. And, she said basically that it wasn't a basketball play. In fact, we can hear what she said. We have the audio of what Caitlin Clark told the reporter on the spot, on the sidelines during a game, which is always gold because they're trying to catch you at your worst moment. And I don't know if maybe you can
want to go first, Caitlin or
Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark. Do you feel as though she was throwing shade or she was just trying to answer the question and move on?
Yeah, it's just not a basketball play, but got to play through it. That's what basketball's about at this level. So I thought we've been really physical. We've missed some bunnies around the rim, and so hopefully those fall in the fourth. But really proud of our defense. I thought we played great defense so far.
Okay, first things first, Thad, have you seen the play in question?
See.
Okay. Do you feel as though Caitlin Clark was right in saying it was not a basketball play? No, okay, first of all, was it a basketball play or not? Let me say if she right or wrong, because there's a lot of issues going on.
It's not a play that I've seen in basketball. So I can't say it's a basketball play. It's just a play I've never seen before.
Now, is it part of basketball? 100%. 100% part of basketball.
Is it getting under your opponent? Yes. But to give them a Roman Reigns,
she basically shoulder shoved her.
Spear to the back? No.
She's not looking and not expecting it. Okay, so it's
no, that's the thing. You're not looking. That's a sucker shot. Like if someone's not looking and you punch them, you hit them, it's a sucker punch. It's a sucker move. How about that?
It was a sucker move. So do you feel as though Caitlin Clark handled the situation well? Do you think
here's the thing, and so I'm happy that you mentioned this. What's good? You know what, WNBA? Because me and my brother were talking about this yesterday. He's the one that actually put me on to the situation. That was wild. That's how we were so focused yesterday on all these other topics that we had the game on. We didn't even realize that happened, and I think it happened towards the end of the game.
Right.
He said something that's true. Where the F is the WNBA version of Draymond Green on the Indiana Fever?
Right, they need one, and we're gonna get to this. Why they need an enforcer.
Listen, whether you hate the young lady or you like the young lady, she is your moneymaker. Okay, she's the reason why.
Yep, charter jets.
Right. So we made the joke yesterday, my friend and I. We were like, that 50. Yeah, you know what's gonna. It's either two things need to happen for this type of behavior to stop. One, the Indiana Fever need to get some enforcers.
Yeah.
Or two, the WNBA need to lay a fine on these girls, on these young women doing these type of things. Because if you're making $50,000, you get fined $5,000 to $10,000.
Woo!
Right? And then and mind you, you're probably only making $50,000 because Shorty got you that extra 15. You were probably making 35.
Yeah. Man, I see a lot of sides to it. I mean, I play basketball, and when someone's new or someone's hot or someone's you got to put them in their place. You got to intimidate them.
That's cool, but everybody's doing that. It's like going out of your way.
I watched a montage of Caitlin Clark. She has gotten some unprofessional fouls put on her.
And where's her teammates?
Right. I'm from that old school, Vlad. If they ask me what happened out there, I'm not saying Caitlin Clark's wrong for saying what she's saying. I would just say it's basketball. We'll deal with it. And what you do, you go back to your huddle and you go to the enforcer and you say, and I'm going to use cleaner words, go nail that. You know what? That's not happening. And you know what? The enforcer should come to you and be like, don't even worry about it. I got that. You know what?
I thought they did that after that first game. There was a girl that was her rival that came to her and was like, don't worry about it. Keep your head into the game. But it seems to me like they've had enough of it. You know what I mean? Like either her teammates are sick and tired of all the attention she's getting. Maybe when they win, she gets all. They only won one game, so she got all the credit.
I think they won yesterday, though. I want to say they won.
Okay, and then, but when they lose,
see, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter
when
about
they
winning,
lose.
Losing,
they get all the blame
because it's about Caitlin Clark. They won yesterday.
Okay, so what? All right, that's their second win.
They get the New York Liberty next, so you can count that as an L.
Oh yeah, Sabrina, come on now. Sabrina and Brianna.
But they need some type of enforcer out there because that you can't let that happen. You can't let
You
that.
think that? Listen, in the NBA, if somebody was doing that to Steph, an old vet would knock him out. UD was that guy. You know, somebody was trying. Oh, okay, you messing around with Tyler? You messing around with D Wade? You messing around with any of my guys? You gonna feel this? You gonna feel UD40 up in here? Oakley did that for the Knicks. You sometimes you gotta have James Johnson is still in the NBA right now for the Indiana Pacers as the guy. If something happens to Tyrese Halliburton, I'm coming out there and y'all about to feel this black belt.
Look, it happened one time. I was in a game. Some stuff went down. Subbed in the enforcer. He walked up to the guy before the whistle goes, I got 5 fouls, but I'm only going to need 1. And let me tell you, he got his money worth with that 1 foul, and he was ejected from the game. But you know what it does? Stops all that foolishness. Now, after the game, this is where it gets kind of crazy and weird. Trinity Carter asked about the play, and her response was a little.
I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions. I don't know what she said. What'd you say to her? I didn't say anything.
That's enough. We're good. She's good.
So her teammate jumps in. That's enough. We're good.
Whatever. Like, how you not gonna answer a Caitlin Clark question when you playing against her? Like, yeah, man, whatever. Like I said, there's nothing worse than women, emotional women. That's all I'm gonna say. Emotional women in competition.
This is just a case. Hopefully, this is just a case of this newcomer on the block. Everyone's talking about her. She thinks she's all that. We're gonna put her in her place. That's what I'm hoping this whole situation is. I'm seeing all the fouls against Caitlin Clark, and it's not pretty. And
get her now.
And to be honest with you, Vlad,
get her now.
It's not a good look for the WNBA.
No, get her now. But because you know why? She gonna bust all y'all ass when she gets the experience.
Yeah,
all of that. She gonna bust your ass.
And she's starting to already kind of figure it out. She had 30 and 6 and 7 the other night and stuff like that. But
there's nothing worse than the person that you were disrespecting. All of a sudden, she is what she is. But when her game gets to the WNBA level that it needs to be,
right,
and she gonna remember all the things you did to her rookie year, she gonna bust your ass, cross you over, hit 40 feet from the logo.
Yeah, because she's got that Steph Curry type game where she can score anywhere.
Like, come on, man, that's the money maker. You don't mess with the money maker. You still compete though. Don't get it twisted. You still compete and try to bust her ass and win, but you don't do that. There's some things you just don't do, man. Like,
you get that enforcer on the team. That's all you got to do. Maybe, you know what? Get a free agent for league minimum and get her in there and say, go ahead and do it.
Get an Antonio Davis, Dale Davis type.
Tell him, I got 5.
Get Antonio.
I only need 1. I got 5. I only need 1. Touch her and see what happens.